me making a post wherein I mentioned that I'm disabled and chronically ill and that I can't work because of that. I'm a random person on the internet who has decided that you're not disabled and you're just scamming for money. Please leave me alone. I don't have the spoons to deal with this. What are spoons? And this is when I realized that people who don't know anything about being disabled or chronically ill love to tell other people that they're not disabled, or they're not too disabled or chronically ill to work, or to give any kind of unsolicited advice to disabled people who are not asking for advice, especially not from people who don't know the basics about being disabled and chronically ill. And I'm not saying that every disabled and chronically ill person knows what spoons are or what it refers to, but I just remembered that this person, who is actually one of my stalkers, who is stalking me in an ongoing way because I post online about being disabled and needing help with money, that enrages this person so much that they have been stalking me for over a year, harassing me as well. But they learned about what spoons are from me because I talk about spoons. But somehow they are an expert in disability, in my disability, to the point that they have made it a personal hobby to try to disprove that I'm disabled and need help getting my material needs met. Being a fascist is embarrassing, literally, because it encourages you not to have critical thinking skills, not to develop media literacy skills, and to do stuff like this, where you insist that you know stuff and you harass and abuse people out of that knowledge, which is just ignorance and bigotry. Hi, I'm Lee. I'm disabled and chronically ill, and I rely on a crowdfund to get some of my material needs met. Groceries, non-food essentials, prepared food, multiple medications I cover out of pocket. I have received $12 so far this week. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate any other help that anybody can send my way. I'm not a disability expert, and I don't think that you should have to be disabled and be believed about your experiences. But you almost do have to be, because people act like this. They act like they are the authority on how you and other people like you should live their lives, and they are coming from a place of complete ignorance. And I understand that the spoons example doesn't show that he's coming from a place of complete ignorance, but I promise you he is. This is a person who thinks that it's a good use of his time to look up my information and publicize it on the internet because I'm disabled, chronically ill, and need help getting my material needs met. And he decided that I'm not, and I don't. Getting up in the morning and making myself breakfast exhausts me to the point that I have to nap sometimes. Having to deal with all of these losers who don't have basic empathy skills, just imagine how exhausting that is. But it's also funny when people are like, "You're a liar, I'm an expert on this thing." What's that?